Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about something natural, important, and deeply connected to health, dignity, and equality: menstruation. Every year on May 28th, the world observes Menstrual Health Day, also known as Menstrual Hygiene Day. The day itself carries symbolic meaning. May is the fifth month of the year, representing the average 5-day menstrual cycle, reflects the average 28-day cycle experienced by many women and menstruating individuals. But this day is about much more than numbers. Believe me, it is about breaking stigmas, it is about education, it is about dignity, and it is about creating a world where periods are treated as a normal biological process instead of something shameful or hidden. Even today, in many parts of the world, menstruation remains surrounded by silence, discomfort, misinformation, and social taboos. Many young girls grow up feeling embarrassed about something completely natural. Some hesitate to ask questions, some miss school during their periods because they lack access to safe menstrual products or proper sanitation facilities. And honestly, this conversation matters because menstrual health is not only a women's issue, it is a human issue connected to public health, education, mental well being, gender equality, and social dignity. The movement behind Menstrual Health Day promotes the idea of building a period friendly world, a world where nobody feels ashamed of their body, where menstrual education is accessible, and where every person has the resources needed to manage periods safely and hygienically. You know why? Because there is one major issue connected with menstrual health is period poverty. Many people around the world still cannot afford sanitary pads, tampons, menstrual cups, or other hygiene products. Something as basic as managing a period safely becomes stressful when access to products is limited. This affects education, confidence, work, opportunities, and emotional well being. Imagine missing school every month simply because you do not have access to safe menstrual products. So imagine feeling forced to hide your discomfort because society refuses to discuss periods openly. This is why accessibility matters. Menstrual products should not feel like luxury items, they are essential healthcare products. Another important focus is education. In many cultures, conversations around menstruation are avoided completely. They don't discuss it. Young people often learn about periods through confusion, fear, or misinformation instead of honest education. And when silence around the topic, stigma grows. This is why, and that is why, inclusive menstrual education is so important, not only for girls but for everyone. Boys, families, teachers, workplaces, and communities should understand menstruating as a normal biological process rather than something embarrassing. Right? If you agree, then please let me know in the comment section. Education creates empathy, education removes shame, education builds confidence, and honestly, small changes in conversations can make a huge difference. Something as simple as openly asking, "Do you need a pad?" or discussing menstrual health without awkwardness helps normalize the experience. Menstrual Health Day also highlights the importance of wash facilities like water, sanitation, and hygiene. Safe toilets, clean water, and proper disposal systems are essential for menstrual hygiene management. Yet, many schools, rural communities, and public spaces still lack these basic facilities. You know why? Because menstrual dignity depends on infrastructure too. Because health is not only about medicine, it is also about environments that support people's daily lives safely and peacefully. I also think menstrual health should include emotional wellness. Periods are not just physical experiences. Hormonal changes can affect mood, energy levels, mental health, sleep, stress, and emotional balance. And instead of dismissing these experiences, society should encourage supportive conversations around self care, wellness, nutrition, rest, and emotional understanding. And there's a reason behind it. Because healing begins with simply allowing people to speak honestly about their experiences without fear of judgment. So we also need to move away from the idea that periods make someone less capable. Menstruation should never become a reason for discrimination in schools, sports, workplaces, or homes. A truly period friendly world is one where menstruation does not interrupt dignity, opportunity, or confidence. And perhaps one of the most powerful things we can do today is normalize kindness and awareness. Carry empathy instead of stigma, carry knowledge instead of shame, carry support instead of silence. Whether through conversations, education campaigns, social media awareness, or simply being more understanding toward others, every effort matters. Because changing social attitudes often begin with ordinary conversations. My school also used to host menstrual classes and they used to take workshops. And in that workshop, we used to get a class teacher, and then they used to talk about how to wear the pad and how to stay calm during the period days. Because that gives the human existence. So today, let us choose awareness over silence, education over stigma, compassion over judgment. And let us create homes, schools, workplaces, and communities where people feel safe discussing menstrual health openly and respectfully. Because dignity begins when basic health needs are acknowledged without shame. And perhaps true progress is not only technological or economic, perhaps true progress is creating a world where natural human experiences are treated with humanity, empathy, and care. So, if this message resonated with you, do like, share, and subscribe this channel. And stay happy and stay calm. Thank you.